of the ending of slavery in the United States. Dating back to 1865, it was on June 19th that the Union soldiers led by Major General Gordon Granger landed at Galveston, Texas, with news that the war had ended and that the enslaved were now free. Note that this was 2.5 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which had become official January 1st, 1863. The Emancipation Proclamation had little impact on Texans due to the minimal number of Union troops to enforce the new executive order. However, with the surrender of General Lee in April of 1865 and the arrival of General Granger's regiment, the forces were finally strong enough to influence and overcome the resistance. Later attempts to explain this 2.5-year delay in the receipt of this important information had yielded several versions and have been handed down through the years. Often told in the story of a messenger who was murdered on his way to Texas with the news of freedom. Another is that the news was deliberately withheld by enslavers to maintain the labor force on the plantations. And still another is that the federal troops actually waited for the slave owners to reap the benefits of the last cotton harvest before going to Texas to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation. All of which, or none of these versions, could be true. Certainly for some, President Lincoln's authority over the rebellious states was in question. President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which ended the legal practice of slavery, went into effect January 1st, 1863, and on June 19, 1865, enslaved blacks in Texas were finally alerted and that they were free, and thus Emancipation Day, better known as Juneteenth. And 2021, President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act into law, recognizing Juneteenth as a federal holiday.
And we're going to do this.
Amen. We thank Sister Massey and Brother Walker for bringing that to us this morning concerning Juneteenth.